Okay, today I have a chassis swap on a Savage Mark II. This gun's really light, and I actually found a field chassis from MDT. That's a really easy swap. Mine's already set up. I already have this sling swivels, the sling and the bipod on it. It's going to be 3 screws, so this one, and this one. I got to take off this plate that covers the magwell, remove the bolt, and then the action should just slide right out of the chassis. Once the rifle's out of the chassis, I will be putting it in this chassis, which is a MDT Field Stock. But first, let's get the action out of the original chassis. For this, you're going to need an Allen wrench. It's kind of model specific. For this one, I'm using a 4mm. There is an Imperial conversion for that, but I'm just going to use the 4mm and a Phillips head screwdriver. So I'm going to remove the Phillips screw first. It's kind of snug in there, so just be careful because this is screwed directly into the plastic, so you don't want to strip it out if you ever want to go back. And we'll switch to the Allen key. And these aren't on very tight because I actually dry fitted this to make sure that it fit and I got the right one, and to kind of just test out how it feels for me. So one thing I will say is that the field stock does sometimes come with these screws pre-installed, and they have little white plastic nuts on the inside, and they say that if the screws are pre-installed, you just have to tighten them down to get them into the screw holes on the action. But for me, those nuts actually just kept making the bolt spin, and the screws weren't out enough. So I ended up taking them out. They're right here in this little baggie. If you get a field stock and it's not going on, that may be why. I don't believe they're necessary. They're just hard plastic. So I took mine out. Take out the bolt. For that, you just pull the trigger with the bolt forward and then slide it back. So now we got all the main components out of the way. Get this screw out all the way so I can put it with that stuff. And it should just be those 3 screws, and then the action should just lift away. And it's kind of wedged in there, I guess. Yep. And you should just be left with that action. And then I found it easiest to already have your chassis set up. So I'm just going to use the bipod to keep it upright. That should just slide right in. I had never noticed that you could see the springs for the trigger on the opposite side in the recess for the bolt handle. On this chassis though, there is only 2 screws that hold it on, and they are right here, next to the trigger guard and up front next to the mag well. And when you look at the action while it's naked, you can kind of see that there's several different points of mounting. Or that's what it appeared to me. For this chassis, it's literally just 2 bolts. And they go pretty much where the original mounting bolts went. I think it's the exact same holes. And I'm going to get this as tight as possible. But yeah, that's a really simple, easy chassis swap. Get the whole panorama here. I have a Crossfire vortex scope on this. It's a 3-to-9. It's just going to be a suppressor build for me. Once that's all on, you just put your bolt back in. Same way you took it out. Hold the trigger back and then slide your bolt forward. So that's a quick little chassis swap for the Savage Mark II. They come with these cute little magazines. I actually just got a couple 10-rounders the other day. This is only a little 5 single stack. It's really cute. And it kind of just disappears into the gun, which I find also pretty cute. But it's like a mini L115. But also I got this woodworking project going on. It's nice. I don't typically do videos on my woodworking because it's so time consuming. They'd end up just being time-lapse videos. But yeah, if you enjoyed this content, leave a like or a comment. If you want to see more gunsmithing content, it is part of what I do. I do make videos as often as I can. I don't really have a schedule. There's a lot going on, and you know, a lot of these projects cost a lot of money. They're all my projects, so I end up paying out of pocket for all of this, but it's what I enjoy. So I like to share it with you guys, and if you guys like it, let me know so I can continue making good content. If you have any suggestions, a lot of you have seen most of my collection, so if there's something specific you think that I should do, or have any suggestions for future videos, please leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, have a great day and be safe.